Good morning, everybody, or good afternoon, or good evening. Welcome to Woodness Goodness, and welcome back to the Teardrop trailer build. I asked all you guys what I should do with this here teardrop trailer base, the trailer shell, and ultimately securing it to the metal trailer itself. You guys came in real hot with a ton of answers or a ton of thoughts on the ideas in which I could do to remedy my dilemma of just not sure what to do. So I'm gonna combine all your ideas. I'm still gonna do some fiberglassing. Some people thought maybe fiberglassing was too much and a waste of time. There's a lot of trailers out there that are really, really cool looking and really strong. I have an all fiberglass trailer. The great thing about fiberglass is it's exceptionally strong and it adds a lot of structural integrity to wood. We're gonna thicken up some parts of the trailer base where the trailer shell will sit on it. That way it's a little bit more surface area to secure the shell to the trailer base. We are gonna make sure that this is properly undercoated, and then we're gonna bolt it to the trailer, and then we're gonna keep going. We'll keep moving, keep cruising. We're in the middle of a heat wave, but I'm not scared. So we're just gonna go ahead and go for it. Thank you for watching. It's not over yet, we just begun, but be sure to like and subscribe if you like this thing here. And if you feel sorry for me, thank you so much. All right, let's get after it, shall we? All right, guys, before we get into it, we're gonna talk about this video sponsor, Omaze. If you don't already know, Omaze is one of the coolest companies I've ever heard of, where they give you guys the chance to win incredible prizes while supporting incredible organizations. This time, Omaze has partnered up with the Independence Fund. The Independence Fund is committed to empowering our nation's wounded, injured, and ill veterans to overcome physical, mental, and emotional wounds incurred in the line of duty. Your donations can help the Independence Fund strive to bridge the gap of unmet need for veterans and their caregivers through their mobility, caregiver, adaptive sports, advocacy, and family programs. With your donation, you have the chance to win an Airstream Caravelle and a 2021 Ford F-150. That's right, you don't have to build an Airstream, you don't have to build a teardrop, you don't have to watch me do it. All you have to do is donate to an absolutely phenomenal cause, and the chance to win that new F-150 and an Airstream Caravelle is all up to you. Thank you so much, Omaze, for sponsoring this video, and now let's get to it. I'm gonna make sure any of the glue from the last time I did this is gone, so I have a perfectly square spot to glue my next piece. I'm not gonna worry about using this space yet. Like down the road, if I really need more storage, the more little drawers and nooks and crannies I have, the more opportunity there is for dirt and water and, you know, everything else to get in there. So I want to avoid that if I can. We're gonna use regular wood glue. I did some research, and also there's some great comments. Oh, to not break my glue bottle. There's some great comments about how strong wood glue is. You know, sometimes you forget how strong wood glue is. We want it nice and tight. That should be good. Too tight. It's bowing out my drawer. There we go. Oh, I didn't change the staples, son of a biscuit. Dang it. Oh, for the love of Pete's peppers, son. You always gotta check what staples you're in. Is there enough staples there? We don't know. Okay, because I don't want to mess up the interior width of my drawer and the dimensions, I am going to then put this piece of plywood. So what we're doing is we're thickening again the top to make it, you know, give ourselves a little bit more surface area to mount the cap or sorry, our trailer shell on top. That's the thought process. The drawer base is roughly 6 inches tall, and now I've got this piece 6 5/8, so it now overlaps that bottom sheet. So this will glue to the side rail here, and then also glue and staple into my bottom sheet. So we're gonna get some nice overlap here. Although now that I think of it, we still have to put my sheet on top of this. So this should have been taller. Maybe I do the 4x8 sheet sooner than later, and then I mount another wide piece mounting to that sheet, to the side and to the bottom sheet. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Wow, we just worked through that issue together. Can you feel it? Can you feel the teamwork? So instead of wasting them, we're gonna put them on the inside here, and again, stiffen up this middle here. Let's get rid of all this. Am I putting enough staples in? That's the question. Nice. I think I did enough enough staples. But you know what? This thing is gonna be bomb proof. That's the idea. Nice. She's strong now, baby. So what I did to get my holes lined up where I'm gonna use the existing holes on this Harbor Freight trailer base, is I had this just resting on the trailer, and I sprayed paint with spray paint through the holes. And so we're just gonna go with a smaller bit right through those middle of those holes, and then we're gonna take the bigger bit after we lay it back down, and that way the bigger bit will match up with the actual bolt holes that are already existing on this trailer. like 98 degrees out today. And I'm dying. But this is my only free time right now, so I gotta keep working on the trailer. Okay, so I gotta do this in proper order, because the moment I anchor the base to the trailer, I won't be able to undercoat it. So I'm still gonna undercoat it, but I just wanna make sure everything is prepped prior to that. So you might recall, I cut all these angle iron a while back, just, getting prepared way sooner than I have to be. I painted it with epoxy primer, 3 coats, so it won't rust anytime soon anyhow. And basically this angle iron are gonna sit on the middle sections so the plywood on the trailer base doesn't bow down, since it sits about an 1/8 inch high on these top rails here, or the side rails are an 1/8 inch thicker. Okay, that one's there. This one must be here. No, maybe this one's there. Okay, that one's there. That one's there. And we're using my favorite pop rivets, or are they called pop rivets? Blind rivet. They're called blind rivets. So we got the big boys here. We got the 1/4 inch. All right, we're gonna be doing BEDLINER for the bottom of the base here to get a nice undercoat so it's protected. But before that, we're gonna waterproof it and stiffen up the wood with epoxy resin, which will make the wood stronger, but it'll also give us a nice waterproof coating that the BEDLINER can then also stick to. That's the plan. That's the plan. So we're gonna give the whole thing a quick sand and a dust and a clean, and then we're gonna put the resin on top. Prep it for the epoxy primer from Total Boat. I'm using their thinner. It'll clean off the surface and it just preps it for the primer, because we're gonna prime it first with epoxy primer, and then we're gonna put the Raptor liner on it, because Raptor liner adheres well to epoxy primers. a second coat on here. Okay, I leaned this back up because this is dry, and well, it seems like just a pretty good height to do the bed liner on. So I've got something called Raptor Liner. It looks like it's the go-to bed liner for Amazon and DIY enthusiasts alike. So the semi-professional amateur is going to give it a go. The epoxy primer has been drying for about 4 hours. Like an epoxy, it just gets harder over time. And anything over 16 hours, just even sanding it is a lot harder because it becomes so hard. So we're still within that kind of softer window. So we're gonna give the whole thing a quick scuff. And then I'm gonna mix up the Raptor bed liner. I think we're just gonna do half a bottle at a time because I really don't think this will take an entire bottle. We're definitely gonna do 2 coats, we might do 3. I just don't know, but Bob is my uncle and I am gonna figure it out. So, all right, let's sand her down. Giving a little rub down with some acetone. Get rid of all the particulars. There we go. Woo-hoo. Oh man, I should have mixed the whole bottle. My camera might die. My camera did die just as I was finishing off the 1 coat. My math was off. My math was way off. But anyhow, 1 full bottle is like you see, basically 1 single nice coat. I'm waiting 60 minutes for this to flash off, and then I will put the second coat on, and we're just gonna do 2 coats, and that'll be my very weatherproof Under Armour essentially for the trailer. So we're gonna wait for it to flash off, and then I'm gonna come and do the second coat. Gotta make sure you shake it long enough.
Let's go, baby!
Let's do coats. We're gonna let her dry, take a look tomorrow. And then hopefully we can lock this base down. Yeah. Ooh, let's go. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Now it doesn't reach full strength until about a week, I think. It might even get stronger as the time goes on, but similar to epoxy, it just gets stronger with time and harder with time. Although they do say Raptor liner is flexible. So this is what 2 coats looks like. And it really does have a nice build to it. It almost looks perfectly smooth now. Huh. That is awesome.